Ever stop to ponder why there are no bridges in the Amazon? This might seem like an odd question at first glance, but let's take a moment to think about it. The Amazon is a marvel of nature, a colossal rainforest that spans across 9 countries, boasting an impressive area of over 2 million square miles. It's a world teeming with biodiversity, home to an estimated 400 billion individual trees, representing over 16,000 species. But the Amazon isn't just a sprawling forest. It's also an intricate maze of rivers, with the Amazon River being the most prominent. This mighty river, along with its countless tributaries, snakes its way through the heart of the rainforest, creating a complex network of waterways that covers an area larger than the continental United States. Imagine that. Now, with such an extensive network of rivers, one might expect to find a plethora of bridges, right? After all, in most parts of the world where there are rivers, there are bridges. They're a testament to human ingenuity, a way to overcome natural obstacles and connect people and places. But here's where the Amazon breaks the mold. Despite its vast network of rivers, the Amazon is notably bridgeless. This isn't an exaggeration. There aren't just a few bridges missing here and there. There are, quite literally, no bridges across the main stem of the Amazon River, and very few across its many tributaries. This lack of bridges isn't due to a lack of need or desire. The people who live in the Amazon, who navigate its waters every day, would undoubtedly find bridges useful. So why are there no bridges in the Amazon? It's a question that piques curiosity and invites exploration. So, buckle up, folks. We're about to embark on a journey deep into the heart of the Amazon, a place where rivers flow unbridled, where nature reigns supreme, and where bridges are conspicuous by their absence. Now let's delve into the geographical reasons behind this bridgeless wonder. The Amazon's geography presents a unique challenge to bridge construction. This vast expanse of wilderness is a labyrinth of rivers and tributaries, constantly shifting and changing their paths. This dynamism is a result of frequent flooding and erosion, which shape the landscape and make it a moving target for any infrastructure project. Picture a river, swelling with rainwater, breaking its banks and flooding vast areas of land. As the waters recede, they often carve out new paths, leaving the old riverbed dry. Now imagine trying to build a bridge over such a river. One year it's perfectly positioned, spanning the waterway. The next, it stands in isolation, straddling a dry riverbed while the river flows freely somewhere else. In addition to the ever-changing river paths, the Amazon's ground conditions pose another hurdle for bridge construction. Much of the land in this region is marshy, a squishy soup of water and soil. Building a bridge requires firm foundations, something that's hard to establish in a marsh. The ground here is so soft and unstable that it can't support the weight of a large bridge, or the heavy machinery needed to construct it. And then, there's the sheer scale of the Amazon. This is not a small river, but a massive waterway system that spans across 9 countries. The distances involved are vast. Building a bridge over one of the Amazon's main rivers would require a structure of extraordinary length. Imagine a bridge that's longer than the Golden Gate Bridge, the Brooklyn Bridge, and the London Bridge combined. That's the kind of scale we're talking about. But geography alone doesn't explain the absence of bridges. Let's venture into environmental considerations. It's clear that the Amazon's geography is a formidable obstacle to bridge construction. However, there's more to the story. So, join us as we delve deeper into the reasons behind the Amazon's bridgeless wonder. The journey continues. Building bridges in the Amazon could spell disaster for its delicate ecosystem. The Amazon is not just a river, it's a world teeming with life, a symphony of biodiversity that we are only beginning to understand. Constructing bridges here could potentially disrupt this fragile balance. Bridges, by their nature, are connectors. They bring people, goods, and sadly sometimes destruction in their wake. Building bridges in the Amazon would inevitably lead to an increase in human traffic. This could result in habitat disruption for countless species that call the Amazon home. From the elusive jaguar to the vibrant macaw, from the minute poison dart frog to the mighty anaconda, every creature's home could be threatened by the encroaching human presence. But the disruption doesn't stop at the wildlife. The flora of the Amazon, a mesmerizing tapestry of green, could also be affected. Increased accessibility could escalate deforestation, as areas that were previously hard to reach become easily accessible. The Amazon is the planet's lungs, sequestering vast amounts of carbon dioxide. Cutting down these trees not only reduces this capacity, but also releases stored carbon back into the atmosphere, exacerbating global warming. Furthermore, bridge construction could also lead to pollution. The process of building a bridge involves the use of heavy machinery, which could leak oil or fuel into the water, endangering aquatic life. The noise pollution from construction could also disturb wildlife, forcing them to relocate, which could lead to conflicts between species or overpopulation in certain areas. Preserving the Amazon's biodiversity is not just about saving exotic species, it's about maintaining the delicate balance of our planet. The Amazon is a complex web of life, where each creature, each plant, each microorganism plays a vital role. Disrupting this web could have far-reaching consequences not just for the Amazon, but for the entire world. As we can see, the environmental cost is high, yet there's another layer to this, the cultural perspective. The indigenous peoples of the Amazon have their own reasons for not building bridges. Imagining the Amazon, we often picture a vast, untamed wilderness. But it's also home to hundreds of indigenous communities, each with their own unique culture, traditions, and relationships with the environment. Their perspectives on life, nature, and development are deeply rooted in their ancestral wisdom and spiritual beliefs. In the heart of the Amazon, rivers are more than just bodies of water. They are the veins of the forest, the lifeblood of the communities. They are the highways and byways, the conduits for travel, trade, and communication. These communities rely heavily on rivers for transportation, using canoes and other traditional watercraft to navigate the intricate network of waterways. Building a bridge would not only disrupt this natural transportation system, but it would also go against their cultural practices and beliefs. Furthermore, these communities have a profound respect for the natural environment. They view themselves as an integral part of the ecosystem, living in harmony with the forest and the rivers. To them, the idea of constructing a bridge, a man-made structure that could potentially harm the environment, is unthinkable. They believe in preserving the integrity of the land and waters that have sustained their people for generations. Moreover, these indigenous peoples are fiercely protective of their traditional ways of life. They value their cultural heritage and strive to maintain their customs and traditions. Building a bridge, a symbol of modernization and westernization, would represent a drastic departure from their traditional lifestyle. In addition, these communities have often found themselves at the forefront of battles against deforestation and other forms of environmental degradation. In these struggles, their stance against bridge building is not just about preserving their way of life, but also about safeguarding the health of the planet. So, the lack of bridges is not just a matter of practicality, but a cultural choice as well. The Amazon's lack of bridges is a complex issue tied to geography, environment, and culture. This has been our journey throughout this video, exploring the reasons behind the absence of bridges in the Amazon. We started by delving into the geographical challenges, the colossal river system of the Amazon, the largest in the world with its countless tributaries and ever-changing water levels, which makes the construction of bridges a daunting, if not impossible, task. Not to mention the dense, unyielding rainforest that flanks the river's banks, providing further obstacles to bridge building. We then moved on to the environmental implications. The Amazon is the world's most biodiverse region, a living, breathing entity that supports countless species of plants and animals. Building bridges might disrupt this delicate balance, potentially leading to habitat destruction and the loss of biodiversity. The Amazon is an invaluable resource in the fight against climate change, absorbing vast amounts of carbon dioxide, and it's crucial to preserve it, not disrupt it. Lastly, we touched upon the cultural considerations. For the indigenous communities who call the Amazon home, the river is a way of life, a source of food, transportation, and even spiritual connection. The absence of bridges has preserved their traditional ways of life, allowing them to live in harmony with the environment. The construction of bridges could bring an influx of outsiders, leading to cultural disruption and even exploitation. So, as we can see, the Amazon's lack of bridges isn't an oversight or a failure of engineering. It's a testament to the unique challenges and considerations of this extraordinary region. It's a demonstration of the delicate balance between human progress and environmental preservation, between cultural continuity and societal change. In the Amazon, the absence of bridges tells a story of respect for nature and preservation of a unique way of life. It reminds us that sometimes, the best way forward is to leave things as they are,